What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the HASAN broadcast coming to you live from California, Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen. California, California, Los Angeles. We're live and alive from stolen Tongva territory. It is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026, one day after the primaries just took place here in California, Los Angeles. Hasan, did you address New York City exposing that you're a gooner? Did you watch the goon material before opening stream? Is that what you do every time you put time and effort into gooning? Do you fund your gooning habits? Do you have a system of gooning? Yeah, all of it is true. This is the best possible way to talk about this. Fuck New York Post. It appears you're threatening billionaire interests. Anyway, here's a picture of your house. They fucking sent a drone to my house, man. They literally sent a drone to my motherfucking house. It's unbelievable. That's the reason why I didn't want to talk about it yesterday, because it's like a clear dox. But fuck it. I mean, it's gone unbelievably viral at this point. So it's very Israel coded. They were like, "Oh, why you not love Israel? Here's drone at your house." That's on purpose, by the way. I had literal fucking journalists reach out to me and were like, it kind of feels like they put the fucking hit out on you, my boy. Rupert Murdoch Media was like, you've been ruffling too many feathers. Here's a photo of your house. I will say, I've been seeing even your haters saying that your house is just a normal ass house. Yeah, it's always been a normal ass house. That's why every single person that has come to visit me here has been like, this is the house you got fucking canceled over? Yeah. People just hear the fucking price and lose their minds and assume it's like a mega mansion or something. And also, there's, you know, the most annoying fucking losers who may or may not have given a quote to the article, by the way. Former friend, they say, in the article. Finally, an article that approaches us on creepiness. She did a very good job. Ethan Klein banned from celebrity poker for being a weirdo creep to women, and now he's sharing New York Post articles. What happened to this guy? I vaguely knew him as a progressive streamer, then I blinked and he was a fully deranged Zionist obsessed with Hasan. Yeah, October 7 happened, and he lost his fucking mind. Yeah, they published a photo of his house and said, here is where he masturbates. He goons here. He likes breasts. Are you not shaken to your very core? It's a really funny article that they wrote, because this was one of the articles that backfired spectacularly, because they were like, this guy is creepy. What a creep. And everyone was like, what are you fucking talking about? Literally, everyone was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's basically Ethan Klein's Google Doc that he wrote about how I was how I have sex. You and Grand Plan are running on the pro masturbation ticket. They were pulling tweets that were obvious jokes from 2012. I know. They're treating me like I'm fucking running for Senate. There's one statement in it where I was like, who the fuck would have said that? Off camera, he's very stiff and impersonal. I can't tell how much of what he says he actually believes. He definitely leverages a creep on women, a former pal told the Post. I wonder who wrote that. I'm sorry, but despite what I think about Hasan, I think promoting the New York Post may backfire, as they're doing nothing to sound any more reputable like a 1990s tabloid gossip magazine biased towards regular readers of Murdoch rags. This all seems desperate, not gonna lie. Who's the former pal that told New York Post? All roads point to Ethan, lol. Ethan is the former pal. This is Ethan Klein's own subreddit calling him out for this shit. Here's where all roads lead back to Ethan Klein and Sexpestiny. Epstein was trying to procure CSAM in exchange for revenge pornography that he was distributing to a bunch of people, including one person that turns out was underage. He's now being sued in court over this. So what did Sexpestiny do? But Hasan. That's what he did. He turned around and was like, well, what about Hasan? And his fucking dumbass audience ate that shit up. Every time this dumbass gets into trouble due to his own fucking gluttony, due to his own weirdo behavior, his own narcissism, his self-destructive behavior, he will then turn around and go, Hasan does this too. And it's never something that I've done. They just try to do the no you defense. And in this circumstance, it's just like a bunch of different things that they've pulled of like people joking. Remember back in the day when it was when the common meta on Twitch was, oh, he can't keep getting away with it. And people that are like peeking over my shoulder at my phone and being like, oh my God, what is that? Most of it is a fucking meme, but they make it seem as though this is like me sharing nudes that I've received. It's like half of it is unsolicited and the other half is not even fucking like nudes. They're just suspecting it, right? Like there's a clip that they always use with Pokimane where they'll be like, Pokimane is looking over his phone. Yeah, that's from a fucking advice segment that we were doing where she was looking at my Raya messages and making fun of me for not responding to anyone. But they make it seem like she's seeing nudes. It's crazy. Half of it is just me joking around on the Fear End podcast about having a fap top, and then these guys turning around and acting as though it's a serious thing. The only consent being violated in this instance is my consent. And it's very strange because it was so unbelievably invasive of my privacy and so over the top that it backfired on them. Yeah, it's literally just this Google Doc, by the way. The article is just this Google Doc that everyone dunked on Ethan Klein for. I guess he just like offloaded it to fucking New York Post. They're like, oh, he dated a porn star. It's like, what the fuck? Like, it's insane. Dude, sending a fucking drone to my house to do an aerial shot is fucking insane. It's like an objectively insane thing to do. It's like straight up one of the most insane things that I never thought I would have to deal with. And yet they did it. Yeah, they published a picture of my house. How would the authors of this piece, how would the editors of the New York Post that allowed this piece to go through, how would they like it if I posted and published photos of their house? They probably wouldn't like it. It's not like neither of us are running for office, right? We're both members of the media. What is the journalistic value here? They're trying to get me fucking killed. That's what it is. Yeah, it's the Simpsons meme. This is literally it.
Simpsons scandal update. Homer sleeps nude in an oxygen tent, which he believes gives him sexual powers.
Hey, that's a half-truth.
Yeah, Hasan canceled for not gooning on the work computer. All of this is an effort to intimidate and to create an environment of fear and to make people second guess in their advocacy. Oh, you're a fucking anti-Zionist, you're anti-capitalist, you're anti-imperialist. Okay, here's a photo of your house that we took with a fucking drone that we sent to your house. And also, we're just going to call you a creepy sex pervert. What the fuck are we doing? I mean, look, I'm unfazed. I expect this shit. I don't feel discouraged at all. Part of that is because this was so psychotic. Like, what they did was so psychotic that it kind of backfired on them, even on Twitter, where I saw like people being like, I don't even like Hasan, but this is crazy. A former pad told the New York Post, elite reporting. Sounds normal, unlike Cuomo, Trump, and all the other rapists you guys support. The Epstein people really want to make this a thing? I don't even like Hasan, but you clowns are absolutely pathetic. Single man in his 30s is horny. Stop the goddamn presses. Holy smokes, what a scoop. This guy fucks adults consensually, and here's why that is bad. We have old men who rape kids running the country, but you're running a smear campaign on a guy who criticizes Israel for blowing up kids because he likes to jerk off. Did you chew wood 3 times a day? What is your deal? According to a streamer, Piker solicits news from his female fans. This is not true, by the way. According to a streamer he previously worked with, and then this is the fucking clip account that they used. This is disgusting. Okay? This is insane. This is disgusting. I don't know what else to say about it. I promise you, no one cares about this man's sex life. He's not a public servant. He's not even in public trust. He's not married. All this seems consensual. Who cares where they get their Twitch opinions from? Christ. The wildest thing is that these stories are planted by Israeli operatives with like 15 monthly criminal rapes on their names. I literally don't understand all the moral confusion right now. If someone's in public office, their sex life or abuse of power makes them open to blackmail. Yes, that's a public issue. That's why Kim Paxton's and Graham Plattner's gross behavior is now our collective business against our will. But in no world do we have to peer into the bedrooms of everyone with a podcast or a Substack or a YouTube channel or whatever. It seems like there's an assumption that all of this should be fascinating. This is just not that interesting. The whole world doesn't need to be caller daddy lordy. When I hang out with Hasan, he won't stop shoving the porno laptop in my face. I tell him, Hasan, stop. It's time to read this chapter of the Grundrisse. But he always says, no, we must watch porno now. Oh boy. I said, oh boy, here comes another article. There seems to have been a mistake. I thought we were going to read Marxist literature. Look at the fucking laptop. I just don't know what else to say about this shit. Ethan Klein and Diddy Stockman are behind this 100%. I swear to God, they're the saddest multimillionaires that ever exist. Middle-aged men with millions, wives, and kids. And this is how they choose to spend their lives, obsessing over you and stalking your every step and breath. Pathetic existence. If I were you, at least it would make me happy knowing that these freaks don't have happy lives. People with fulfilled lives don't do this. Yeah. The sex pest Epstein recently got outed for doing age play with another Groiper's wife and involved each other's children, apparently. Like, that guy has a litany of controversies on a fucking weekly basis. But the problem for me, you might be wondering, what the fuck does some random Zionist liberal debate pervert and his controversies have to do with you? Because every time he's involved, he's embroiled in another scandal. Okay, because he can't keep his dick in his fucking pants and he has like weird ass sexual fantasies. Every time that shit happens, boom, immediately his fan base is like, well, what about Hasan? Bro, just stick to your own controversies, man. You don't have to get me fucking involved in this shit by lying every single goddamn time. Yeah, his own son is clowning on him. His own son's a groiper. His own son's a neo-Nazi. You should see the DH play stuff. It's gross. I just don't care enough to cover that shit. Unlike them, I feel like there's more serious things to talk about, right? Unfortunately, I keep finding myself in the crosshairs of some of the most insane people and have to fucking deal with that nonsense on a daily fucking basis. I've mentioned this before. There's only one group that has institutional power that behaves like fucking sweaty neo-Nazis doing Gamergate, and that is the Zionist lobby. The Zionist lobby and the Hasbara machine is the only group that is like a well-respected group that actually has institutional motion that behaves exactly like Gamergate perverts do. They'll dox you. They'll come after you. It doesn't matter what the targets are. They'll A-log you. It's fucking Kiwi farms. That's literally what the Canary mission is. They're vicious. But once again, as I always say, in the aftermath of these sorts of attacks that are completely psychotic and a major violation of my privacy and just outright smears in general, what do I always say? I am unbowed. They can't tackle the message, so they try to shoot the messenger. And sometimes they literally want the messenger to be shot and killed.